Okay, welcome to the class of English. Today we are looking at the summary in English, as you may be seeing what is written on the chalkboard. Okay, so summary writing in English. Specifically, we are looking at the rules to follow when writing a summary. Okay, so for you as a candidate to write the clear summary that can actually attract more marks, you need to follow the following rules that I've prepared. Okay, and the other thing that you should bear in mind is that summary in English carries a lot of marks, okay, because that one is 20 marks. So you have to make sure that you labor much for you to score at least 18 out of 20 or 19. But I can rest assure you, if you can follow these rules, you can actually get even 20 out of 20. Okay, so quickly, can you pay attention so that I can run you through and see how best you can organize the points. So the first thing is point number 1, which says understand the text first. So in answering summary, it's not just about going direct and start answering. You end up get a 0. So the first thing that you're supposed to do is to understand the text, the passages. Okay, go through and understand everything. Know what is it that they are talking about here, what I'm going to summarize. Okay, so under understanding the text first, you are going to read the whole passage carefully, once or twice. Okay, read carefully, take time there. That is your paper, that is your question. Okay, so you have to take time there, you read once or twice. Okay, then next point, because by reading once, step by step or twice, you'll be able to understand the passage. Then the next point, under understand the text first, we have make sure you understand the main idea and the key supporting points. So as you are reading through the passage, make sure you understand the main ideas, okay, and supporting points. So if possible, if you have got a pencil there, and you should have it, it's a must, whereby as you are reading, you are able to do what? To underline in faint color, okay? You just underline to say, okay, this is the main point, you underline it, okay? Very, very important, because that will enable you now, when it comes to summarize, to target those points that you have underlined already. Then the other point is, do not start summarizing before you fully understand it. As I said in the first place, don't start answering summary minus understanding. So the first thing, make sure you understand. That is when you are going to write the correct summary. Okay, then point number 2, identify the main points. Okay, so to identify now, after you have read, you've understood, now go back to the passage and then now identify the main points. Okay, and it will be very easy for you to identify the main points because you've understood the what? The passage. You just go direct, you underline, okay, this one is the main point, this one is the main point. Okay, so point 1, and I mean the first bullet, under identify the main points, we have pick out only the most important ideas or events. Okay, it's not about picking everything there, no. That's why it is called summary. You'll be given the passage, now you are told to summarize. So now there, for you, your job now is to do just what? To just pick out the only what? The most important ideas or events. Pick those. Okay. Then from there, you come to 3, avoid copying sentences. What does that mean? Do not lift all sentences from the passage unless they are very short and important. Because if you keep on getting, for example, you have a point on a given sentence, make sure you just target that point. not getting the whole sentence, because you end up writing the same thing. Your work is not going to be summarized. Instead, it will be the whole passage, okay, if you are to follow the whole sentence. So that's why here we are emphasizing that you just have to avoid copying the whole sentence. Instead, just lift the whole sentence from the passage, unless you can only do that unless if they are very short. At least short sentence, you can pick it. If at all the words that are in that particular sentence are important. Okay. Then point number 4, be short and precise. Okay. So when you are writing there, make sure you become very, very short and precise. So precise simply means you have to be correct enough. Okay. You should be writing things that are correctly. Yes. Then under that, we have summary should be shorter than the original text. That's why we are saying be short and precise. Why? Summary should be shorter than the what? The original text. Okay. Then the other point under bullet 4, we have remove repetition, adjectives, and unnecessary descriptions. So you have to remove. So as you are writing, make sure a summary don't repeat same words. Okay, here you write this one again, you repeat that same word. Then adjectives also and unnecessary descriptions should also be removed in order for you to summarize the what? The passage. Okay. Then 5, keep the same meaning. The meaning, you have to make sure that the meaning should be the same. Okay. Do not add your own opinions or new ideas. Do not change the message or mood of the original text. For example, if maybe the passage is talking about the end story, so to say, I don't know the example that I can give. Maybe the passage is talking about election, for example. Okay. Now, you, as you are summarizing, you have now moved away from what the passage is talking about. You start writing points now away from that. Like that, you are going to lose a lot of marks. So that's why here they are emphasizing to say, do not add your opinion or ideas. Do not change the message or mood of the what? Original text. Maintain. That's why in the first place there, you need to understand so that as you are summarizing, you have it in your mind to say, okay, this story is talking about this. Okay. By so doing, you are not going to change anything. You maintain. Then 6, write in logical order. So even as you are writing, as you are summarizing that passage, even you, that's why it's important as you are underlining those important points, follow the way they are. They are supposed to be in logical order, the way they are arranged in the passage. That is how you are going to summarize as well. Okay, not whereby you get this point was on the first passage, the first paragraph, second paragraph, then you swap them. That is not logical. It means you are going to lose a lot of marks. Okay, so present ideas in the same order as they appear in the original passage. Okay, the same order. Present them like that. Then use linking words like first three. Okay, so we are just giving an example. These are not the only ones. There are a lot that you can use. Linking words now, because summarizing, you have just written the points, the main points. Now you want to come up with a passage, a paragraph in a summary form. So you should now connect those points. You connect them so that you can come up with the story, a summarized one. Okay, based on the question, the passage that you have. So here they are actually urging you to use words like firstly, then, however, finally, for smooth flow. Okay. Then 7, write in complete sentences. Okay. Use proper grammar and punctuation. So you have to write in complete sentences. So now, for words to be called sentence, it means there must be some linkages there. Okay. And these are some of the words. Linkages like prepositions, is, on, firstly, then, however, all those things. They are very, very important because they are the ones that are going to make a sentence. So make sure you do like that. Okay, so use proper grammar. Grammar should be properly done, and punctuation. Don't forget, where you're supposed to put a comma, put a comma. Supposed to put a full stop, put a full stop. An exclamation comma, just like that. Okay, that's what we are saying, punctuations. So avoid bullet points unless asked. Mostly when you are summarizing, we don't encourage to summarize or to write in bullet what form, bullet points. Mostly you have to actually write in what paragraph, like. Okay, so check your summary. That's the first point. After you have done that, now go through, check your summary. Take time there, because that is 20 marks. You don't just let 20 marks go just like that in mess. So the best you can do is to make sure that after you have summarized, go back now to your work, check your summary now. Check if you have followed all the rules that I have articulated here. So the first one is accurate. Is accurate? Is your summary accurate? Is it clear and concise? Okay. Those are some of the questions as you are checking now. You have to bear that in your mind. Reflects now the main message of the original text. Now reflects, because you've understood the what? The passage. So this is how we actually write the summary. If you are to follow these rules, then you actually get 20 out of 20. Thank you so very much for following.